Did you watch the Sunday shows? Yeah? Well, Hans, Bubby, I'm your white knight. I gotta get rid of this beard. Stand by for a little hair of the dog.
What are you willing to give in order to complete this grand bargain on the budget that had failed?
Well, keep in mind that the $1 trillion that we cut.
No. Repeat after me. There are no cuts. They haven't cut anything, not one little dime. But you know, this is the same guy who says he's going to close the deficit by taxing the rich, only that'll only cover about 9% of Obama's deficits. Yeah, 9%, 100%, close enough, right? Yeah, math is hard, just like being president. Let's move on, shall we? Yes, yes. Top guest on this week was Paul Ryan. That's right. He was also on the last show with Nora O'Donnell, but I had a sinus infection over the weekend, and I was not ready for her. In fact, my doctor told me since I was on azithromycin, I shouldn't take anything stronger with it than George Stephanopoulos. That's right. So here's the little guy with Ryan. They're talking about the budget.
And the president argued that it's going to be devastating for seniors who rely on Medicaid for nursing home care, middle-class families challenged by disabilities, children with autism. How can you squeeze that much money out of a program? $800 billion.
Simple, George. We'll pay for it by selling the Washington Monument to the Chinese and forcing minority kids to work in the spice mines of Kessel. Oh, and we'll start a useless war in Asia somewhere. It's what we do. You know what Stephanopoulos didn't say was that the president he was talking about there, Bill Clinton, used to be Georgie's boss. Yeah, they should make him wear a name tag with that, or maybe a hat, like a hat. Let's move on to the roundtable where their talk was all about the lousy jobs report. And we have Cory Booker with the lamest excuse ever for the 380,000 Americans who just dropped out of the workforce last month. Worst excuse ever. Ever.
And that's an unfair characterization of the numbers. I dropped out of the workforce. I dropped out of the labor force when I was 18 years old because I went to Stanford University and went to college.
Yeah, 380,000 applications to Stanford just last month. They're not unemployed. They're going to college. Come on, Cory. You just want to remind everybody you went to Stanford, right? Right. You know what? That's enough for this week's Eyebrow of Total Disdain. My heart wasn't in that one. Big coup, though. Meet the Press scored an interview with Mitt Romney, and of course David Gregory had to ask him about, well, you know who it is. The man with no name.
On your final night, and that was Clint Eastwood. He actually said, after taking some shots about this, that it was mission accomplished. Now I got to ask you, were you laughing along with him, or were you wincing part of the time, Governor?
Oh, I was laughing at Clint Eastwood.
Laughing at Clint Eastwood? You might want to rephrase that, Governor. Anyway, we've got Clint Eastwood with the official response.
Man's got to know his limitations.